Hey, Pastor Jeff here. Welcome back to another round of Bible Talk. Let's get right into it. Today's question is, how do you find the balance between extending radical grace to people while still upholding the need for communal justice and accountability? That's a really good question. It's real deep. And I want to start out by saying Jesus himself embodies that balance between both of those things. Radical grace and accountability. He is it for both of them. We see a story in John chapter 8 where there's a lady that's brought before him. The Pharisees bring this lady before Christ who's been caught in adultery. And they say, hey, we know what Moses says that we need to do, but what do you say? And we see Jesus stoop down and he starts writing in the dirt. We don't know what he writes. The Bible doesn't tell us. But he starts writing and then he stands up and he says this iconic line. He says, he who is without sin among you, let him throw a stone at her first. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. It's that iconic line there. And he stands up and he looks around and he notices that people are leaving. And one by one, everybody ends up leaving until there's no one left. It's just Jesus and the lady, and that's it. And Jesus looks at her and says, where are the accusers of you? Has no one condemned you? And she says, no one. And Jesus says, neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. And in that one instance, we see Jesus extending radical grace through forgiveness, but also the accountability piece saying, hey, don't do this anymore. You're forgiven. Move forward and do it no more. And then we see moving on in the book of Galatians chapter 6, verse 1, Paul says, if anyone's overtaken in a trespass, we are to restore that person in a spirit of gentleness, because you never know when you might be tempted with the same thing. So we have that warning there. And then James chapter 2 verse 13 that tells us that judgment is without mercy to the one who has shown no mercy. That mercy triumphs over judgment. So we're to always to show mercy even when we are holding someone accountable for something, whatever it is, whatever the instance is. We're to show mercy in that, along with the accountability. And then going Old Testament, I'll leave us with this. In Micah chapter 6, verse 8, it says, he has shown you, O man, what is good, he being God. And what does the Lord require of you? But to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Hope that answers that question for you. Keep those questions coming in, because it's important to not just know what you believe, but why you believe it. We'll see you next time.